Welcome to my channel Liberty Old Coin. There's a certain magic in holding a piece of the past in your hands, a tangible connection to a world gone by. It whispers stories of economic turmoil, artistic ambition, and the everyday lives of millions. First up, let's set the stage. The year is 1934, deep in the heart of the Great Depression. The nation is grappling with unprecedented economic hardship, and yet, the U.S. Mint continued its vital work. The humble 1-cent piece, the wheat penny, was a daily necessity for commerce, a small but crucial cog in a struggling economy. The coin you're thinking of, the 1934 D wheat penny, was struck at the DenverMint. That D mint mark is not just a letter. It's a badge of origin from a facility operating under immense pressure, producing currency for a nation in desperate need. Its very existence is a testament to resilience. Now, why is this particular coin whispered about with such reverence? The answer lies in a perfect storm of history, scarcity, and collector demand. While millions were minted, the survival rate of coins in true mint condition from this era is astonishingly low. These pennies were used, and used hard, for decades. The value is not found in a worn, circulated piece. The true treasure, the object of intense pursuit, is a 1934 D penny in exceptional, flawless preservation. Coins that avoided the scratches, nicks, and wear of daily life are the ones that command astronomical attention. Imagine a coin with its original luster still intact, every detail of Lincoln's solemn portrait, and the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse sharp and pristine. Such a specimen is not just a coin. It's a time capsule, a minute masterpiece preserved against all odds. The market for such rarities is fierce. Top-tier collectors and investors are constantly competing for the finest examples, driving prices into realms that defy expectations for a simple cent. We are talking about an object that once bought a piece of candy now being worth more than a luxury car. Recent auction records are the evidence. A 1934 D wheat penny, graded in the highest echelons of preservation, has realized figures well over $10,000. The maximum value, for the single finest known example, pushes far beyond that, potentially approaching $50,000 or more. This is not speculation. It is documented fact. The value is cemented by public sales where deep-pocketed collectors have placed their bids, validating its status as a blue-chip numismatic asset. It is a cornerstone of any serious collection of 20th-century American coinage. Its journey from a Denver minting press to a modern-day auction podium is a story of survival. Each high-grade example is a fugitive from the melting pot, from the pocket change that could have been lost, from the corrosive elements of time. It beat the odds. For the astute individual, this represents more than just history. It represents a tangible investment in rarity. In a world of digital currency and fleeting trends, the solid heft of a rare coin, with its fixed and diminishing supply, holds an enduring appeal. The 1934 D in gem condition is a trophy. It signals a collector's dedication, their eye for quality, and their understanding of the market. It is a centerpiece that transforms an assembly of coins into a world-class collection, earning immediate respect from peers and experts. Do not underestimate the power of that small d. In the realm of coin collecting, such a tiny mark can make a million-fold difference. It distinguishes a common item from a legendary one, separating the ordinary from the extraordinary with a single, stamped character. Pursuing this coin is a quest. It requires patience, knowledge, and resources. The hunt itself, the process of authentication and grading, is part of the allure. Securing one is an achievement, a culmination of passion and perseverance. Let this be your motivation to look closer, to examine what others might overlook. History's greatest treasures often hide in plain sight, waiting for the knowledgeable eye to recognize their true worth. Your own journey could begin with a second glance at a seemingly ordinary coin. The 1934 D wheat penny stands as a powerful reminder that immense value can be contained in the smallest of packages. It is a relic of American grit and a star in the numismatic firmament. Its story is one of humble beginnings and prestigious endings. So, I urge you to start looking, start learning. Who knows what might be waiting in an old collection, a forgotten jar, or an inherited box? The next record-breaking discovery could be yours. The past is waiting to be found, and its value can be truly staggering. Next coin, the 1935 Wheat Penny, is a fascinating chapter in the story of American coinage, a tangible piece of history born from an era of cautious hope. Struck at the DenverMint during the slow, arduous climb out of the Great Depression, this cent carries the legacy of a nation finding its footing. While millions were produced, the journey of each coin from the mint to the present day is a tale of survival against the odds, where condition is the ultimate decider of destiny. That small D mint mark is your key to a more exclusive realm of collecting. Coins from the Denver facility in this period have a particular allure, representing the economic output of the western United States. The 1935 D is not the rarest date by mintage alone, but its true rarity is revealed in the state of preservation. Most of these coins entered circulation and were used extensively, making a pristine example a genuine numismatic survivor. Understanding its value requires a look at the grading scale, a precise language of quality. A worn 1935 D penny, while historically interesting, holds modest monetary value. But the narrative changes dramatically as you climb the ladder of preservation. Coins graded extremely fine or about uncirculated begin to show significant premium, often selling for hundreds of dollars to collectors who appreciate strong, original detail. The true financial ascent begins with the designation of mint state. This means a coin that never saw the wear of commerce, preserved in its original minted condition. A 1935 D in mint state 63, a solid mid-grade uncirculated coin, can command a price well over $1,000. Its surfaces, still fresh with original luster, tell a story of immediate preservation, perhaps set aside in a bag or coin album for decades. As we pursue the highest tiers of quality, the figures become astonishing. A 1935 D Wheat Penny graded MS 65, a gem condition coin with minimal contact marks and vibrant eye appeal, resides in a different financial stratosphere. Examples at this level have consistently achieved prices between $4,000 and $6,000 in competitive auctions, a testament to their desirability. Yet the maximum value, the peak of this particular mountain, is reserved for the absolute finest known specimens. The pinnacle grade of MS 66 or above represents a coin of nearly flawless perfection. For a 1935 D to achieve this, it must have escaped even the microscopic bag marks common to coins of its era. The current auction record for such a premium example sits confidently in the range of $15,000 to $20,000. This is not a speculative fantasy. It is a market reality driven by intense competition. High-grade 1935 D pennies are blue-chip assets in the numismatic world. Their value is underpinned by a simple, unwavering economic principle. Extreme scarcity meets relentless demand from advanced collectors completing top-tier sets. The history of the coin fuels this desire. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are acquiring a masterpiece of the engraver's art from a defining decade. They seek a Lincoln portrait with every hair detail sharp and wheat stalks on the reverse that look freshly carved. A coin in this condition is a direct, unspoiled link to 1935. Your opportunity lies in the hunt. While a record-setting coin is a rare find, the market for attractive, problem-free examples in circulated and uncirculated grades is robust and active. Every year, coins are discovered in old collections, attics, and estate sales, often underestimated by those who do not know what to look for. The future value trajectory for a key date like the 1935 D in high grade is profoundly positive. The supply is absolutely fixed. No more will ever be made. As time passes, the finest examples become even more elusive, potentially lost to accidents or absorbed into permanent collections. Meanwhile, new generations of collectors enter the market, seeking these iconic pieces of Americana. This creates a powerful pressure on prices. It is a classic scenario of finite supply and growing demand. The 1935 D is a cornerstone of the LincolnCent series, and no advanced collection is considered complete without a representative example in the best possible condition one can acquire. Investing in such a coin is an investment in tangible history and undeniable rarity. In a volatile world, physical assets of certified quality and documented pedigree have consistently held and increased their worth. A professionally graded and encapsulated 1935 D is a portable store of value with a global market. Imagine being the custodian of such a piece. It represents more than wealth. It represents discernment. It shows an understanding that true value often lies hidden, waiting for the educated eye to recognize it. Owning a high-grade 1935 D places you in a lineage of those who appreciate art, history, and rarity. The quest for this coin can begin anywhere. It requires knowledge, patience, and a commitment to quality. Learn the grading standards, follow the auction results, and handle certified examples when you can. Build your expertise so that when opportunity presents itself, you are prepared to act decisively. Do not overlook the potential in what you may already have. A careful examination of inherited collections or old coin rolls could reveal a hidden champion. Many fortunes in numismatics have started with a single, second look at a coin long taken for granted. The 1935 Wheat Penny stands as a powerful symbol of potential transformed into prestige. Its journey from a DenverMint bag to a certified holder is a metamorphosis, where ordinary metal becomes an extraordinary treasure based solely on its state of preservation. Let this knowledge empower your search. The coins are out there, waiting to be recognized, valued, and cherished. The market has spoken through its record prices, establishing a clear and lofty benchmark for what is possible. Your role is to engage with that market, to study, to seek, and ultimately, to secure your own piece of this legacy. The maximum value is not just a number in an auction catalog. It is a beacon, proving what the collecting world is willing to pay for perfection. For the 1935 LincolnCent, that beacon shines brightly, guiding collectors toward a prize that is both a financial asset and a historical treasure of immense worth. Your next find could be the one that sets a new standard. Second coin, the 1936 Wheat Penny, emerges from a pivotal moment in American history, representing a nation stepping more confidently out of the shadow of the Great Depression. Minted at the Denver facility, this cent was produced in greater numbers than some earlier Depression-era issues, but that fact alone belies its tremendous potential for value. Its story is not one of scarcity in mintage, but rather of scarcity in survival, a narrative where condition dictates destiny and transforms common history into uncommon treasure. To understand the desire for this coin, one must look to the vast and passionate community of LincolnCent collectors. Thousands of dedicated numismatists are engaged in the pursuit of assembling complete sets, and the 1936 D is a mandatory entry for any serious collection. The demand is not a fleeting trend but a permanent fixture of the hobby, driven by the foundational goal of acquiring one example of every date and mint mark. This creates a constant, unwavering market pressure. The current value of a 1936 Wheat Penny exists on a spectrum as wide as the grading scale itself. A heavily circulated coin, worn smooth from decades of commerce, holds a modest premium primarily for the hobbyist filling a date slot. However, the financial landscape shifts dramatically as we ascend the ladder of preservation. A coin in very fine or extremely fine condition, with clear details and limited wear, can command a price of $100 to $200, reflecting its appeal to the intermediate collector. The true transformation occurs at the threshold of mint state. A 1936 Penny that never entered circulation is a collectible of a different magnitude. Graded MS 60 to MS 63, these coins, often termed uncirculated, possess their original luster and can trade for values ranging from $500 to over $1,000. Their surfaces tell a story of immediate preservation, a coin saved from the fray, perhaps by a teller or a collector at the very moment of issuance. As we venture into the realm of gem quality, the figures become compelling. A 1936 graded MS 65, a coin with minimal marks, brilliant eye appeal, and full mint bloom, sits firmly in the realm of $4,000 to $6,000. At this level, it is no longer merely a collectible. It is a competitive showpiece, a coin that wins points in exhibitions and draws admiring glances from seasoned experts. The maximum value, however, is reserved for the pinnacle of perfection. The finest known 1936 pennies, those achieving the lofty grades of MS 66 or even MS 67, represent the absolute apex of quality for this issue. These coins have escaped even the microscopic imperfections common to their production era. For such a superlative specimen, the auction record soars, with public sales demonstrating a capacity to achieve prices in the range of $15,000 to $25,000. This upper echelon of value is validated by a robust and transparent auction history. Record prices are not whispers or speculation. They are hammer-down facts, documented in real sales where competing bidders push the limits to secure a premier example. This establishes a clear and public benchmark, proving the immense worth the market assigns to peak rarity within this series. The history of the coin's creation adds profound context to its pursuit. The year 1936 was one of cautious optimism, a time when the economic engines were slowly restarting. The DenverMint was operating at a higher capacity than in previous years, yet the coins it produced were still destined for hard use in a recovering economy. This makes any example surviving in pristine condition a genuine artifact of resilience, a small monument preserved against the odds. The reason for its mintage was fundamental, to fuel commerce. Yet the reason for its current value is poetic. It represents a triumph of preservation over purpose. A coin meant to be spent and worn was instead protected, often intentionally by a forward-thinking individual, specifically for its future worth. That foresight is now rewarded in the modern marketplace. The number of people actively seeking a high-grade 1936 D is significant and global. Beyond the set collectors, there are investors who recognize key-date LincolnCents as tangible assets with a century-long performance history. There are also historians and enthusiasts who view such coins as the finest possible artifacts of their era. The buyer pool is deep, knowledgeable, and financially prepared. Is its value really high? For a gem-quality specimen, the answer is an emphatic yes. When a common object, through the alchemy of condition and demand, attains a value thousands of times its face value, it redefines the concept of worth. It ceases to be pocket change and becomes a store of wealth, a piece of portable history that appreciates on the strength of its own undeniable rarity. Your opportunity in this market is defined by education. Learning to discern grades, understanding market trends, and recognizing potential are the tools that unlock this value. A coin misjudged as ordinary by an untrained eye could very well be the hidden gem that represents a life-changing discovery. The hunt is intellectual as much as it is physical. Consider the journey of such a coin. From the DenverMint's presses in 1936, it may have been held in a bank bag, then perhaps saved in a commemorative album, passed down through a family, or discovered in an old safe deposit box. Its path to a certified holder and the auction block is a story waiting to be completed by its next owner. The motivation for pursuing this coin is multifaceted. Financially, it represents an asset with a proven track record of appreciation in the top grades. Culturally, it is a masterpiece of classic American design, the iconic wheat reverse that symbolizes an agricultural nation. Personally, it is an achievement, a trophy that signifies a collector's dedication and acumen. Do not underestimate the power of the DenverMint mark on this issue. In the world of LincolnCents, the D of the 1930s carries a special cachet. It signifies a coin from a facility whose output, while substantial, saw a far lower survival rate in premium condition than its Philadelphia counterpart. This geographic rarity amplifies its desire. The future for the 1936 D in high grade is exceptionally bright. The population of top-tier coins is permanently locked. No new MS-66 examples will ever be created, they can only be discovered. As time passes, the existing specimens become more entrenched in permanent collections, tightening supply further against an ever-growing demand from new generations of collectors. This coin is a testament to the principle that in numismatics, quality is king. It demonstrates that two coins from the same mint, struck on the same day, can have destinies and values that are worlds apart based solely on the care they received in the intervening decades. One becomes a collectible, the other becomes a legend. Let this understanding fuel your search. Examine every 1936 D you encounter with a critical and hopeful eye. Research, consult price guides, and consider professional grading for promising candidates. The difference between a common coin and a valuable one is often just a matter of preservation, a detail overlooked by the many but recognized by the knowledgeable few. The maximum price is not a fantasy. It is a documented reality for those who possess the finest. It serves as a beacon, illuminating the incredible potential that resides within this series. For the astute collector, the 1936 Wheat Penny is not just a piece of history. It is a vessel of immense value, waiting for its story to continue with you as its next curator. The market has declared its worth. The challenge and the reward now belong to you.